Hey everyone, it's Ben Hardy here, and in today's video we're reviewing a Toyota GR Corolla Circuit Edition. Before we get in this video, I want to give a huge shout out and thank you to the Brent Brown Toyota here in Orem, Utah for giving me some time with this car. I'm going to include a link to their website in the description down below so you can check out what they have currently. If you have any questions or need any help, just ask for Easton. And then on a side note, if you want to save time and money the next time you purchase a car, link to my car buying guide in the description down below. Let's get into it. Powering this is a turbocharged 1.6 liter 3-cylinder that goes through a 6-speed manual transmission. It puts out 300 horsepower and then 273 pound-feet of torque. Now, before we move forward with this review, I do want to mention if you want to see more videos just like this, then I recommend you subscribe because I post content every single day. So starting with the hood, you guys can see the venting there on either side. I think that looks so cool, especially in contrast to this blue paint, which the camera doesn't really pick it up very well. It looks more white on camera than it is in person. And I think a big part of that just there's so much metallic flake in the paint. And then you guys can see here with the headlight design, super aggressive. We do have fog lights with this. The grille's all blacked out and a lot larger than the regular Corolla grille. Also, you've got the GR badge. And putting it all together, this car just looks fantastic. Like, you gotta have those hood vents on the GR Corolla. That's what makes it a GR. Now around the side here, our tire wheel setup is 235/40/18 in the front and over in the rear. And you guys can see here with the wheels completely blacked out, and then you got the red brake caliper as well. And then being the GR, you've got the wider fenders up front, and you can see the venting there on the side with the GR badge. And then notice the mirror cap is blacked out. And then I like this here on the side, that's pretty cool. And then of course we have the little extension fender flare situation in the back, which again, it looks pretty good. And then the thing that's the coolest about this is we have a forged carbon roof, which it's always funny when people see forged carbon because everyone's always like, is that dirty? It's like, no, it's carbon. But here is our full side view with this GR Corolla. And then taking a look at the key fob, we have our lock and unlock function. We got the Toyota logo there at the bottom as well. And popping into the hatch area, got a decent amount of cargo space here in the back. I like the floor covering right there. It says GR Corolla. And then you can see the cargo cover here at the top as well. And when you're all done, you've just got this right here, so you can plop. Love the taillight design here. And then look at the spoiler with this. Again, that's another thing that makes this a GR is you got to have the cool spoiler. And yeah, you got all the rest of the badges. And then of course, got the triple exhaust tip set up. And putting it all together, let me guys think about the looks with this, but in bright blue, I mean, this thing's pretty crazy. Now, taking a look at the door panel, you can see soft touch here at the bottom, and I like the blue stitching that goes through, and that actually continues onto the seats as well. Notice that's perforated all down the center. And then legroom back here is solid. We got a little storage pocket, and then you guys can see here with the little charge ports. And then we do have a cup holder armrest here in the back. And then headroom, it's decent. Now, taking a look at the front door panel, you guys can see again soft touch here, and then look at this stitching down below. We got all of our window controls here, and then you guys can see the mirror adjustments. Blind spot monitoring with the mirrors as well. And then GR there at the top, perforated all down the center portion. And I like the stitching here on the side. Manual adjustments, by the way. And then look at the 3-pedal layout. Got the heated steering wheel function right there, and then that's for the auto rev match function. And then that's not soft touch, but the top of the dash is. Also, that's pretty cool with the plaque you get there, Circuit Edition. Now, taking a look at the steering wheel, you guys can see nothing too crazy in terms of the design, except it says GR there at the bottom. We got practical stuff like our adaptive cruise control, lane keep assist. We've got our volume and voice command controls as well. You can see the stocks there on the back too. And then here is the gauge cluster itself, full digital gauge cluster. I think it looks fantastic with the GR. And then just like other GR Corollas, you can change where the power goes to, which is pretty cool with the all-wheel drive system. And then we do have their different drive modes here as well. Sport mode is probably what you're going to want to do most of the time, right? Now we just have a traditional backup camera here, nothing crazy with that. And then you guys can see for the rest of the infotainment system, response time solid. It's Toyota's newer unit, just smaller, if that makes sense. Got our climate controls, looks like just single zone climate here. And then you can see the soft touch with the dash that goes across. And then we've got our heated seats here, wireless phone charging pad as well. And then look at the blue stitching. Drive mode select with our stability control. Now, it's kind of hard to pick this up on camera, but the shifter I don't know if that's going to focus. You can see it looks like it's got forged carbon here on the head. I think that's pretty cool, if you ask me. But we'll talk about this more with the driving. And then you've got your, again, all-wheel drive select. Got your brake here, some cup holders, and then glove box, pretty normal. And then because forged carbon roof, no sunroof. I don't think you can even get a sunroof from the GR anyways. I can't remember now. Yeah, maybe you can. I don't know. I just work here. Let's drive it. Let's talk about visibility before we set off. Here's visibility of the hood, and you can actually see the vent pieces. That adds to the cool factor. Both the mirrors do have blind spot monitoring throughout the rest of the rear, and let us set off. So if you guys went to the auto show here in Utah, then you would have actually seen this car. This was the GR Corolla that was at the auto show, which I don't know, I think that kind of adds to the cool factor, right? I don't know if you agree with me or not. But yeah, I think this car looks fantastic on the outside. You know, if I'm being transparent here, I haven't really been too much of a fan of the GR Corolla style as of what I've seen in real life yet, because I haven't seen a circuit edition in a crazy color like this. And now seeing this circuit edition in this color, it makes me love the GR Corolla, because I feel like this is just what it should look like. It's basically a rally inspired car, right? And so it should have crazy rally looks. That's just my take on that. But yeah, I mean, in terms of how this drives, it's firmer with the suspension, but I mean, that's to be expected of, you know, with the type of car that this is. But I mean, super easy to daily drive. The shifter is very precise. I've kind of said this, I think, in my other GR reviews. The gear notches are great. I just wish the shifter head was a little bit heavier. If it had a little bit more weight to it, I think that that would just hit the spot. It seems like Honda's the one that's kind of, Honda and I say Porsche to an extent too, have kind of figured out the whole shifter head weight game, if that makes sense. Now we're of course gonna put it to the 30-70 split, because that's the most fun split to drive it with, because it makes the GR feel less like a Corolla and more like a kind of rear-wheel drive sports car, even though it's still sending power to the front. Just changes the dynamics a little bit. And then we'll pop it into the sport mode there as well. And then I don't think I have the IMT on, so we're going to turn that on, so it'll automatically rev match. It's a really nice feature. I know that people that, you know, have driven manuals for decades always talk crap on auto rev match, like if you can't rev match it yourself, you can't drive a manual. And it's like, you should be able to do it yourself, but also it's a nice feature to have, especially for daily driving, so that, you know, you can be a little bit lazier. That's just my take on that. Handling, of course, is fantastic. I mean, this thing is on rails, and the steering's really precise. It's such a fun car to drive. Now, if you're wondering, does the Circuit Edition drive any different from a regular GR? If you get a GR Corolla with the limited slip differentials, no, it feels the same. If you get a GR Corolla without those, yeah, this does feel different. So if you wanted to save some money, you could just get, and this is what a lot of people have been buying, is just the quote-unquote base GR with the limited slip. That'll basically give you pretty much everything with the Circuit. But here's the deal is, I think the looks with the Circuit is what makes this package, in my opinion. If you're wondering, I'm avoiding puddles. This car was just detailed, so I'm trying to not cause havoc for the detail crew. But yeah, I mean, I don't know, I just think the looks, are important with this car. So to cap things off here with the GR Circuit Edition, I think that looks fantastic. It drives fantastic. Again, this is how I think a GR should look. It makes it feel more special, like, and you know, this is, this sounds like egotistical to say, but I think it's the truth. If I had a regular GR, I think I'd get, not because of the driving experience, but because of the looks, I think I'd get bored of it after a while. But this is a car that you know, just sitting in the garage, I could just go look at it and be like, I love this car so much. So it looks the part. And so even though it is more expensive than the, you know, quote unquote base GR. I think that the value's there in the fact that this car is a car that feels like it'd be worth keeping for a lot longer just because of how special it looks. Let me know your thoughts on that. Let me know if you think if the Circuit Edition is worth it. Yeah, it's definitely forged carbon. That's so cool. But yeah, that's all.